Compassion is defined as a sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. When we're talking about compassion, the end of that definition is the most important, right? The desire to alleviate it. So that's how we should be operating, right? On day in and day out. So when we recognize that somebody's in pain, it's not just for, like, where does it start, right? Where should compassion be applied? That's with each other, that's with our clients, that's with everything that we do. I mean that when I say that. Our team members, we should always be, if we realize somebody's in distress, then we should understand that, right? We have to, it can start with sympathy, right? And then it can grow into empathy, and then it must grow into compassion, because that's where we have the desire to help alleviate whatever the distress is. If we spend the time with a heart and a spirit of compassion, and we try our best to help when we can, when we're asked, then we're gonna make a difference.
The story that I shared with one of the person in my 4-person group was my exact same story. That how my grandmother was the turning point to changing my life and getting me into my recovery. He had the same exact story. When I see him, I'll always know we got the same exact thing in common. How we got here, yeah.
How you got there, right?
Yep.
I was met with compassion after I lost my mom. We were able to kind of relate on that because of the way that somebody else within this company alone has shaped us into the people we've progressed into.
I haven't been here very long, a couple months, and just all of 3.3, they were really there for me whenever my friends passed away a few weeks ago, and they gave me that week to just focus on me. So that was great. I feel like I'm about to cry.
We connected on having similar situations in our early 20s when we were young and not treated so well by our significant others, and how other people helped us through that time. So I kind of connected with, is when she told me her story, I just looked at her and I said, same. And not having high self-esteem when you're younger, in your early 20s, is a very common theme for young women. So, we have a lot of similarities in our stories, and I just felt everything that she was saying.
Me and Sarah were talking in reference to taking on extra responsibilities in recovery, and when you need somebody, that people come to your aid, like it takes a village. That's where we have similarities.
When she shared her story of losing someone and the act of kindness that was shown towards her, it made me feel comfortable with sharing about this, because it's still emotional. Sometimes my world is so it's in a box to where I don't see outside, to where they are good acts of kindness.